Welcome. My name is Stephanie Lambert, and I'm president of the ACC's Northeast chapter. In my day job, I'm Chief Compliance Officer for NetScout Systems in Westford. I'm here today with Jennifer Nash, the Managing Director of Client Development at Goodwin. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thanks, Stephanie. It's great to be here. I've been at Goodwin for about 8 years. In my role, I help our lawyers to expand current relationships and target new relationships. Alongside our partners, I help to really recognize our clients' needs and bring the whole firm to the client. So I'm excited to speak with you today.
We appreciate you taking some time to share a little bit more about what Goodwin does and what your role is. One of the first things that I'm curious about is we've highlighted Goodwins Business of Law platform in prior conversations with some of your Goodwin colleagues. I'm interested from your perspective, if you could describe what that program is all about.
Great question. So we spend a lot of time internally focusing on our client service model called the Business of Law. These are services that rely on the expertise of our professional staff, which we refer to internally and actually externally as our global operations team. So we work directly with in-house teams that need help on specific discrete projects. And so this is obviously outside of the normal day-to-day legal advice that we're providing to clients. Just some quick examples to give everyone an idea include our project management office often asks clients to assist in establishing new projects and developing new programs to help our clients meet some of their long-term objectives. Projects might include building out e-billing capabilities or helping with matter and document management. Another example is our IT team helps clients to evaluate new technology options to help them find the best tools to meet their needs. A third example, our communication team often assists clients facing negative press or other publicity issues. We also offer partnership opportunities related to diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as pro bono. And our DEI team often provides advisory services to clients. Finally, our client development team, which again is where I sit, spends a lot of time collecting feedback to help improve our client service. And we've launched a client relationship management program that I know we'll talk more about in this conversation. So overall, the Business of Law is really embedded in our culture. And we really think that the lawyers depend on our global operations team to help deepen those relationships with our clients.
Yeah, that's quite a menu of different types of services. And so following up on that client feedback program, I know that Goodwin has it as a formalized piece of what you do. Can you explain why that's important? And, when you get information through that client feedback program, what exactly do you do with that information?
We feel that client feedback programs should be structured with the goal of full transparency. We truly do think that proactively seeking feedback from our clients will allow us to better tailor our services and lead to deeper relationships with our clients. So just to break that down a little, we have 3 aspects to our program. The first are our chair visits. So our chair routinely meets with clients throughout the year to collect feedback and share information on Goodwin's strategy. I actually work with our chairman on these visits, and these often lead to new opportunities for partnership on projects. So this is definitely one of the highlights of the program. Then we have transaction or matter debriefs, as well as pitch debriefs. And so these are conducted by members of our client development team. And in general, we find that many clients are more willing to give direct feedback to us than their partner lawyers, which probably isn't a surprise. So the transaction debriefs usually follow, of course, a large transaction or matter. We ask a number of questions, including around specific feedback of team members, so we can really ensure that we have the right team going forward for additional transactions or matters. Pitch debriefs are conducted following a large pitch or a large RFP, of course. We often conduct these for both wins and losses, and these conversations really help us to tweak our messaging going forward in terms of what clients want to see. So in terms of what do we do with the information, it's shared with the lawyer stakeholders, depending on the clients. And we also routinely share key themes that we've learned across the firm so that everyone is getting the benefit of what we're hearing from our clients. And so this really allows our clients to feel like they're being heard in a structured way and gives us an opportunity to make adjustments to improve the client relationship.
Those all sound like best practices that in-house counsel should be looking for in their law firms. So let's say that in-house counsel are working with firms that don't offer a formalized client feedback program, or maybe even an informal way of providing feedback. How do you think in-house counsel should start that conversation with the outside law firms?
Although we are seeing in the market that many law firms are now providing methods of feedback, of course, not all do. So I would say if your law firm is not asking for feedback, I recommend having an open conversation with your counsel about how you'd like to increase transparency in your relationship by providing feedback. In my view, this request doesn't indicate that you mean that they aren't meeting your expectations, although perhaps that's true, but it really should be seen as a conversation starter on how to improve efficiency and service. So I would hope that your outside counsel would be open and appreciative of that. Additionally, of course, I would recommend including that question if you're preparing for an RFP or RFI in the future, so that you can get a sense of what law firms do have formal programs.
Client relationship management program that Goodwin maintains. Can you tell me more about that? And for the in-house counsel that are part of it, what do they get out of that?
Goodwin launched this program, which we call our CRM program, just last year in 2021. So it's still pretty new. So the aim of the program is really to deepen and expand client relationships with select clients across our different practice areas and across our geographies. It's supported by what we call client relationship managers, who are pivotal in driving the program forward. They work closely with the partner stakeholders, along with members of our global operations team, to help learn about the client's needs and really bring that whole firm to the client, including all of our value-added services. The manager then works, of course, with the relationship partner on a number of activities. And this can range from making strategic introductions to developing creative solutions where we can help the client. Additionally, we found that in-house counsel and clients really enjoy having a non-billable contact at Goodwin that they can reach out to on a whole host of issues. So that's definitely a benefit. And overall, we're really currently piloting this program with 6 clients. We hope to introduce more in the future. And I think if this is not the sort of relationship you have with your outside counsel, this is kind of another area where you could talk to them about that and suggest that you start to do that.
All sounds like great advice, Jennifer. Thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate your time.
Thank you. I enjoyed it as well.